I were the devil. If I were the devil, if I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. Thee. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve. Do as you please.
No. What the heck? Why did you wake me up? Because I don't care about you.
Tens of thousands took to the streets.
To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth.
I don't personally believe, right? But it's like, that doesn't mean that we can't live the same way.
The Bible is a fictional book that is being used against you. I do not hate to break it to you.
Christianity is literally the fucking devil, yo.
I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around.
I don't trust the Bible because it was written by man.
Who else gonna write?
I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square.
Oh, he bombs on all his ex-girlfriends, and uppercuts them like Ike Turner, but he's gonna treat me right. I know y'all mad.
If you were to follow a busy doctor as he makes his daily round of calls, you'd find yourself having a mighty busy time keeping up with him. Time out for many men of medicine usually means just long enough to enjoy a cigarette. And because they know what a pleasure it is to smoke a mild, good-tasting cigarette.
And the old I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills.
They adopt a disease model for categorizing psychiatric disorder. We're going to say these are diseases of the brain, illnesses of the brain, that our drugs, therefore, treat the symptoms of those illnesses.
They added an antipsychotic because she was now experiencing psychotic behaviors. In addition, they had to prescribe another medication to take care of the known side effects.
If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish things simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild. Until before you knew it, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door.
These meat emojis that you see on the screen right now are offensive to trillions of vegans, myself included, all around the world.
So why would I give a fuck what a dumbass rat thinks about me? I don't care. Everything I say is right. Everything I say is 100% true and accurate. So therefore, why would I give a fuck what a dumb fuck thinks of me?
The 2-year-old Chocolate Lab is a new gun-detecting dog that goes around to all Mesquite schools.
The Vigo County drug dogs paid a visit to one Wabash Valley school today.
It was a routine search ensuring the safety of students and faculty.
So some school districts like Santa Fe ISD, they will have the first-time metal detectors, what I'm trying to say, to screen students as they walk through the buildings.
Some Columbus City school students will see new safety and security measures in their buildings this week. The district is going to start using new weapons detection technology at all high schools in the district.
Laptops are going to go on the table, backpacks in the front. Hope you all had a great summer. Welcome back.
These teens are charged with conspiracy to commit a mass Columbine-style school shooting.
Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing, I'd have judges promoting pornography.
A California kindergarten teacher is facing outrage after discussing gender identity with her students. One child came to the teacher with books on the subject while going through a gender transition.
Hello, Navarro. Suck any good lately. What's wrong, Navarro? I think you like a big in your mouth. Ha ha ha. Page 23. The other boy, page 23.
I was in the library and this book was on a stand. I'd like to read you a page. My back over my hips as I asked if we should take our clothes off. And he's saying yes before I finish my sentence. He's pulling off my t-shirt, laughing when I can't undo his shirt buttons. He's undoing my belt. I'm reaching into his bedside drawer for a condom. We're kissing. Again, we're rolling over. Obviously, you can see where this is going.
Look at this image. This was in the book, and they all unanimously said that this is, and along with that 15-page, okay, this is in children's libraries here in Hillsborough County.
I decided to check the titles at my child's school, Fairfax High School. The books were available, and we checked them out. Both of these books include pedophilia, sex between men and boys. Both books describe different acts. One book describes a 4th grade boy performing oral sex on an adult male. The other book has detailed illustrations of a man having sex with a boy.
I don't know if it's because we're feeling especially emotional or just tired, or these past couple of weeks have been too much. But this reminds me so much of the first time we had sex. We were both fucking terrified, and the whole thing was kind of terrible because we didn't know what we were doing.
Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money.
In a Philadelphia courtroom today, a high-ranking Catholic clergyman learned he is heading to jail for covering up a sex abuse scandal in his church. The judge was scathing, saying he deliberately chose not to protect children from monsters in their midst.
Alleged victims ranging in age from 5 to 26. Those charged include Father Timothy Crowley of St. Thomas Rectory in Ann Arbor for 8 counts including criminal sexual conduct with sexual penetration. Father Neil Kalina with the Archdiocese of Detroit out of St. Kiernan Catholic Church in Shelby Township for 4 counts of criminal sexual conduct including abuse involving a minor. Father Vincent DiLorenzo, charged in Genesee County with multiple criminal sexual conduct charges. Father Patrick Casey, out of Detroit's Archdiocese from St. Theodore of Canterbury Parish in Westland, charged with multiple criminal sexual conduct charges, including oral sex during confession. Father Jacob Velian of Benton Harbor, also facing multiple criminal sexual conduct charges.
If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, that what you see on TV is the way to be.
I'm in, you know, we can sleep around. It's alright. Yes. Is that good? It's fine, yeah.
I feel like it's perfectly fine to feel like you want to be a part of hookup culture or like sleep around when you're younger to try to figure out what you want. I think that's perfectly fine. And then later on want to have something serious. I actually agree with you. I don't think sleeping around is a bad thing. I really don't think so. Not for men or women.
And I haven't really seen any good argument against it. I think a large portion would want the girl who knows what the fuck she's doing.
That part.
Erroneous! Erroneous!
And thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.